Not.
Hmm?
Not. Yellow. First.
Yellow is the curly.
Our last hope, Nero, was completely useless.
Hey, get her out of here! This is a bad move! Nero, go! You're just dead weight! That bastard called me dead weight! I didn't come all this way for nothing!
Got by combo is a thing, yeah.
This is power. The Devil Sword Sparta no longer serves a purpose. I have plans for the both of you. You will exist to give me strength. How fortunate to serve such divine purpose.
Yellow. I didn't even say hi to you, Ray. I don't think. Today.
Don't know.
All right, enough's enough. Can't let a boy do a man's job. Hey, wait. I'm not done talking yet. Okay, you get some rest.
I wonder if in
By the way,
Japanese he just goes, "Chotto
I
matte."
guess I owe you one.
It's like the typical in Japanese script when someone wants to say something but gets interrupted. Just a throwaway line.
Yeah.
Sounds weirder in English somehow.
Yeah, you'd have to say like, alrighty then, or something weird. But,
Well, it's more like, "Hey, wait," but even that is kind of weird in English. I don't know.
Right, I see what you mean, yeah. I misunderstood.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on a moment.
Hold on a minute there. Oh, holy shit.
Sword?
Yeah.
Looks like I overslept. Time for a warm-up.
Okay. Maybe one of these will have a shower of red orbs. Can you hear Form fine?
I'm talking. Now I'm not, but now I am. Okay.
Okay. Do the red orb patches freak you out, gross you out, right? Just these things?
Oh, the chico.
Yeah. Blub, blub. Blub, blub. Blub, blub.
Kinda sissy.
Yeah. It's about 3, 2, 1. I keep hearing.
What is this?
What is what? What about it?
What do you mean? What
I
about
can't.
it?
I'm usually into some pretty fucked up shit, but that's a little too extreme even for me. What are you talking about, Cammy? He's a boy when it comes to fucking fetishes. That's your melee thing?
Yeah, Cammy's. I mean. Alright. I might not be an expert here, but it seems like Cammy's kinks could be summed up in like 3 words.
That's why it's called 10 count. Right, it makes sense. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm not an expert, but it seems like Cammy's kinks can be just summed up in like 3 words, and that's all of them. Like pretty monster girls. That's it.
It just has to be aesthetically pleasing, which
That's
is
fair.
that's like, yeah, it has to be casually aesthetically pleasing from what I understand. That's just fair, like whatever. It's just like people who are into that shit and then they say like, wow, I'm so kinky. It's like, no man, you're not. Yeah, like he doesn't even like feet. What the fuck? I'm into some fucked up shit.
Body.
pretty satisfying. Now me talking shit about Cammy's fetishes is recorded forever for posterity.
Me too.
I'm not a fan of ruins. Like my city's lively.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What a pain in the ass. Just gotta take it down.
It's even annoying to like
Yeah.
anyway, which
Oh, it actually escaped.
wow. Weird.
Hmm.
Hell of an elevator. Yeah.
Elevator.
Hmm.
This is gonna be with with those swirly blade things.
Mhm.
Usually these kind of like maintain on S rank. That's usually.
Little one?
Yeah.
What? Is it because you got to triple S?
I guess so.
Wow, because you got to double.
Well, that's really annoying, actually.
Yeah.
A little bit of thinking. Oh, it's in the
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
escalator.
Yeah.
And for more hell escalating. But yeah, you can see how often I stay on the ground compared to, for example, that little video that I linked to.
Yeah, but you can
I
get,
know.
You can get better.
Yeah, but just as a comparison, I feel like it's a good comparison because you get one thing when you watch me, but then someone who's trained more or is more familiar with the franchise's depth overall.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really hard too.
Yeah, just keeps going until you hit the ground. It's hard to break in the level design of Dota.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That dropping fire kit, at least that animation, I think dates back all the way to Devil May Cry 1. Yeah. No Falcon Punch though. Where am I? Oh. So, I dropped the left building, but what purpose did that serve?
Get through to it, I assume.
Oh, hello.
Hold
Nah.
Yeah. Make the holes line. Huh. What? What? Okay.
Yes. It's really okay.
Here. Yeah, well, alright indeed.
That's lady's weapon, you see. Probably should have said that. I was just too.
Maybe we saw, or at least I saw.
Can I slap people with it? Should be able to. Probably I just need to.
Lock on.
That's the gunslinger special ability.
Outrun this.
You know another thing I love about this fucking franchise?
Yes.
No ammo, baby!
Yeah.
Lock on. Outrun this.
Have to check what kind of moves I can unlock for it. I'm surprised that it's just hidden in the in an optional room.
Mm-hmm.
And also pleased. Are you the one who will open? I guess I should mention, kind of slipped my mind, that when they have these weird flowing purple tube effects around them, that just means that they're harder to stagger. It's also referred to as enemies using their DT. On higher difficulties, more enemies have those to sort of meet. It means you can stagger fewer trash mobs less easily. That was great. Yeah, they just want it to be clear.
Yeah,
But I agree.
yeah, it is clear. It does communicate. saw a bunch of balloon animals around.
With your explanation, I minded a bit. Whoa. With your explanation, I minded a little bit less, but looked stupid with the otherwise cool design of the enemy. Yeah, it was better in 3 because it was just like purple flames going off of their backs.
Yeah, I think I'd like that more.
It was a little harder to see. Once you're used to the game, yeah, it doesn't matter. But I feel like with this one, they wanted to make it really clear. This dude is using his devil triggers.
Up we go, I suppose. Seems like the fastest route.
And he won't stagger, so. But I agree that it's, even though I understand the function of what it's, the function that it serves, it does obscure the design, unfortunately.
Well, that's gonna collapse. What a headache.
Take another look around.
Yeah, the sounds are great.
Yeah, the parry is so good. Yeah. It's very similar. Oh, hello. It's pretty good, actually.
Shit does, girls.
Looks like popcorn. Yeah, actually. There's it's very similar sounds to what you have in 4. Might be even the same one, but with extra, like, tweaked slightly. That's what it sounds like anyway, but I might be misremembering. Am I supposed to go? Oh yeah. That's actually... Yeah, I'm curious about the diminishing returns for the... See, if you want to juggle, you have to learn how to jump cancel. And that's one of those things that constantly leaves my muscle memory. Which is, you use enemy step.
Can a guy get a break? I just woke up from a long-ass nap.
In midair, you can jump on an enemy to sort of give yourself momentum and jump off him. And that resets your moveset, your combo in midair, meaning you can start over at that level and reset the diminishing returns from, like...
Yeah, it just counts as ground.
Yes, precisely. So that's how you just can keep going in midair forever without ever touching the ground. And for reference, there was no jump cancel in the reboot. He's still giggling about that. ASMR stream, yeah. Kalina on.
ASMR stream where you just tell everyone what's wrong with the reboot.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm full of myself, but I'm not that full of myself. Are you saying I am that full of myself? Okay. I see what it is.
Tia will be home in 30 minutes.
Okay. When did she say that?
5 minutes ago.
Okay. Sometimes this music reminds me of Nier Automata.
Some particular.
That's what I mean, yeah. It's just... It's referred to as the divinity statue, but I don't think there's any deep meaning that I can remember or even know. I think it was just explained... Fuck, I don't exactly remember. It was like, represents divinity that relates to fate. Which is how they, I guess, tried to explain it being used for checkpoints, hence the hourglass. I think that's as deep as it goes. Like you can sort of see, not really. Can sort of see the hourglass. Whoops.
Yeah. It's really nice that they let you do this.
Yeah. It's actually meant for taking pictures of Ubisoft men, but...
Which one's this? Nero?
No, this is
Is it
V.
V?
Yeah, it's V.
Okay.
Yeah. You can tell from the black jacket.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Ah, it's that boss fight. Yes. Time to eat shit.
Oh, they're just gonna let me through. Boy, wouldn't that be the day. Is it Halloween already? That costume looks a little big. I thought you had better taste than that. How about I take it in a little?
What were you wondering?
Like, don't like that tower isn't actually don't like its design, or is it like disturbing? What do you mean?
Sorry, but I can read all your moves. Helps that I know who you are.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Old lady is gonna come back.
Got too greedy. You can parry him if you hit his attack just as you slash at him. Don't you fucking laugh at me.
Who's ready for a show?
Good jump up.
Ah, such a satisfying fight. Hello, Trish.
Why can I buy this motorcycle?
Whoa, looks like I took in a little too much. You okay?
I've been better.
Get the girl and the bike. Yeah.
Got these sun flares though.
Dante, that demon is...
Don't even think about it.
Oh, that's only on
Just
the
rest.
PS4.
Dante!
Really?
I'm joking.
Take care of Trish for me. Dante, wait!
What a Chad. Oh, I love how Ray said the same fucking joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, wash your hair, woman.
Yeah. Or re-dye it or both.
Dante's left.
Yes. And I don't think he can win.
What was that demon, V? Where did it come from? Urizen is not a demon. I know that for a fact because I'm from the underworld. My God. What are you then?
It doesn't matter. I'm a shadow of my former self who lost everything.
No, I think I get it.
I will tell you the story of my birth.
If I didn't use that golden orb, I probably would have gotten an S. I think that's how it works. At least,
for the first time though.
at least, it used to be that, yeah, see?
So nice that it tells you.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I wanna buy this thing in 14.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Give me it.
The,
I'm fucking great with when you look on that shit.
actually, yeah, I mean, you would look pretty great on that.
Yeah, just give it to me. It's fine. No one else needs it.
I may be stating the obvious for all involved here, but Devil May Cry borrows one thing from Mega Man, and it is gaining the abilities of the boss whom you defeat. Sort of. They kind of take some liberties here in this game because I mean, a bike doesn't have much to do, and its style, its mechanical style, no pun intended, doesn't have much to do with the boss. Whereas in the previous Devil May Cry games, you defeat the boss, you get his weapon or his power, something like that. So you could build up your arsenal as you progress through the game. Oh, that is very cute. Yep. Yamato. I guess I figured out what V was just around the time that they intend for people to figure it out, so I can't even say like I knew this before.
Yeah, but it's still nice to beat it by like 30 seconds.
Yeah. I feel like it's intentional.
Suffering
anyway.
defeat after defeat, that man's body was reaching its limit, breaking down. But he couldn't die yet. The man had a job that must be done. To defeat his twin brother.
Dante. Heavy chain that does freeze my...
In order to defeat his younger brother, he could only do one thing with the crumbling flesh and feelings. He needed to separate man from devil with the strength of the Yamato. And eventually, the man became a true devil. I've tried to hold together my crumbling flesh with what little demonic power I have left, but I'm approaching my limit. In separating and regaining my human soul, I've realized the gravity of the crime I've committed. I've realized how important everything was. Everything I've thrown away in my pursuit of power.
Is that why you went to find Dante?
Yes. Foolish. I thought that maybe he could change my... maybe fix... maybe right my wrong. Tell me... was this fool before you, right?
I'm not your mommy, V.
It's funny
You're a
because she
big
looks
boy.
like their mom.
Yeah.
And you need to see this through. Dante's
Bling.
war.
What a bitch.
She pretty much is.
Oh, baby. Fuck yeah.
How's that for road rash?
Ridiculous. Stop it. Funny because he's constantly like, is this fucking loser? Is this fucking V? Get out of here, I got shit to do.
Yeah, they're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Now you really crossed the line.
No.
I laughed last because you came to die. Gear wheel.
I'm fucking zero blind. Is this 100,000 or 10,000? I just
What?
can't.
What
Breaking.
What is?
Breaking.
This room? Breaking? 10,000.
Okay.
Man, the way it knocks back the slipstream. What? Yeah. Idling. I'm probably not going to do another mission because I won't be able to complete it before Kia's back, I think.
Right, juggler?
Fucking amazing.
How can you not use this weapon?
Right, juggler?
I love it. Good noises too.
Yeah, just the most generic revving sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think every Devil May Cry has a shape-shifting weapon, and that fills that slot. Oh, the vroom vroom, yeah. This is gonna be a galaxy brain weapon, like all fucking shape-shifting weapons tend to be. Lucifer is a weapon in 4 that just to segue into, for example, I was gonna say, Ray, if you played this and didn't want to use Cavalier, that'd be entirely up to you, and you could just stick to, you know, whatever weapons you enjoyed more. I did not use Lucifer in 4 at all. I could not wrap my head around it at all.
What was it?
It was, let's call it a backpack on Dante's back, on Dante's shoulders. The weapon itself were rapiers that it would summon, that the backpack would summon in front of you. So it was basically a lot of like Machinist's Wildfire, sort of, but in an action game. So you really needed to set up explosions. You had a button dedicated to detonating the summoned rapiers that were stuck in mobs, and thus they would explode, send enemies into the air, setting up, juggling with other weapons.
That sounds like a lot.
It was 100% a setup weapon, and really hard. Like, you needed to understand what was happening at all times and what your next 5 steps were going to be. I just could not wrap my head around that. I'm really bad at like leaving things around and detonating them later anyway, like in whatever form. And this seems like it has some sort of like separate mode that you activate with a certain ability, and then you can expend that on something else probably. Earthly Stars, I guess it's almost a fire and forget skill though. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a simpler, it's a very linear sort of countdown mechanic where you just plop it down. It's like 10. Just make sure that you plop it down roughly 10 seconds before a big AoE.
And where I'm already standing.
I mean, you'd run away out of it anyway. Next time I use that app, can think about that.
Rev it up!
I really love the trailing rear lights. I'm sorry, Ray.
I like it.
What?
I love it.
Great.
My favorite fender bender.
Oh my god, you can control it.
So good. He's fun. Let me come back to the
That's great.
Neat.
I probably would be amazed at how many asses can't think about that, to be honest. Hmm?
Don't want to do 14.
You don't have to. I mean, you'd probably struggle a little bit finding an extra person, but
Want to do Dags?
I'm probably gonna do Snake, unless there are changes of plans.
I wish I felt like I could make a decision.
I mean, you can come along for a few polls and then bow out. I don't think. Like it's not really a signed contract where you have to stay there for 10 polls.
I wish I felt like
Yeah, but if you don't feel like it, then no point in forcing yourself. Simple as. Yeah, what Curly said. So.
Yeah. On the one hand, I want to go because I want to talk to people and be social and do things with people.
Yeah, but
on
that's
the
a
other-
lame reason to
Yeah,
do it.
I know.
It's not a family meeting.
I'm not done yet. On the other hand, I can talk to people if I want to, and if I'm playing when I don't really want to play, I play more poorly.
Yep.
So maybe I should just not.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna check one more thing.
Girls, I miss playing things with you.
Yeah. Wow, way to guild trip. I'm kidding.
I could potentially hang out in the Discord while you play, but that feels silly too.
So, Ray, just for you, this is a new feature that is a consequence directly of feedback on Devil May Cry 4, where Dante had a lot of weapons. You already saw what I did on screen, but just to give you some background information. you had a lot of weapons, ranged and short range melee weapons in Devil May Cry 4 by the end of the game, on Dante at least. But you only had 2 buttons to rotate, to swap between them, left trigger and right trigger. So left trigger for ranged and right trigger for melee weapons. So if you had, say, 5 weapons, you had to cycle through them with right trigger, and that was kind of sluggish. So what they did with this game is they added loadouts. So you have multiple loadouts, and you can customize the order in which you will cycle between the weapons when you use right trigger, for example, for melee weapons. Don't like Cavalier? This is what I did with my second loadout. I removed it from cycling between the weapons, so you won't even have it in the mission that you take this loadout to. So you can really control which weapons you cycle through, so you don't have to cycle through a weapon. Cycle through a weapon that you don't like. So when they said that this feature would be coming, I was like, ah, yes, that's because I cycled through Lucifer in Devil May Cry 4. And you can do the same with guns. You can do the same with Nero's arms, but that's kind of a given. I'm gonna stop here and hop into 14. You should be back soon. Again, thank you for watching.
My beautiful babies. I'll speak to you later.
He's just gone.
Just different bits of body.
Yeah, like
Oh, he's still got a skeleton. He's just
yeah.
filled in with other stuff. It's like he wanted to have flesh, but all he had to make it was more bones.
Yeah. The flowing.
Wispy.
It just probably looks like ass on stream, but
Yeah, I can imagine. That translates.
strange how it's like. Oh wow, nice butt. How it's separate from the spine.
Yeah. I always love a good shoulder tail. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Makes absolutely no sense, but I love it.
Yeah.
It looks like it works.
Another big lizard that's crawled out of some. Oh, it's written from Nico's perspective. RIP.
This song reminds me of if 15 had good songs. I think the gas station one kind of reminds me. Oh, I haven't noticed the face.
Me neither. This design really reminds me of something, but I can't Put my finger on it. Oh! Vindictus. You could pick 2 builds. One is like a Dark Knight, and the other one is Shiny Knight, and it had the same metallic, wiry aesthetic.
Okay. I don't remember. I remember the thing. I just don't remember what it looked like.
I'll show it to you later, but
Yeah, sure.
it really reminds me of that.
But I'm still reminded of Vindictus like every other day.
It's a great game. I love how closely he resembles Nello Angelo.
I really like this sort of what's the word? Fiber optics look to it.
Yeah.
I love these guys. Weird rat tails. And I love that they're his arms are fucking backwards. No, they're not. I love that his five whatever, he does like 5 different spells at once.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in a 5-pointed star with the point at the bottom.
I hadn't noticed that.
You don't let him cast is the problem. You killed them too quickly. I keep watching.
I mean, they can buff themselves to make themselves sturdier. Give themselves like an ice shield.
I love it.
Bah.
It makes me feel very physically uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't like things being in the mouth.
Okay.
When I have to brush the furthest back molars, I gag every single time, several times.
I think the longer I stare at it, the weirder it looks to me.
Yeah, it's really nice layers on the colors on it.
Yeah.
Just chill fucking music while we're looking at these monstrosities. Oh, it's so good.
This is Devil May Cry 1
That
anime.
is so clearly not a face. Stop pretending that it is. I guess it's maybe just your mouth.
Such good animation.
Yeah, that's just kind of where the mouth goes. I love it. Ugh, that slime is so good. So many disgusting, stigmatized eyes. Not stigmatized, what am I saying? This hand's got 2 thumbs on it, get out of here. Silverfish. So oh, pretty.
Yes,
Yeah. Nice triangle.
the model view.
Good.
Oh, blue bullets because blue rose. I get it.
Aww.
Japanese are so good at creating weapons. How would you like your hair, fam? This is the one that's designed after his own.
Yeah, so good. I really like it. I'm such a sucker for a good cloth image.
That is new.
I really like this vertebrae though. So, there's a duality thing going on there.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his horn shape.
Oh yeah.
Guess it's not Ifrit, but it looked so similar. Especially the shoulders. They changed Ebony and Ivory because it used to be they both were single shot.
Oh, and now.
Now one is semi-automatic and the other one's.
Pictures are interesting.
Weren't there before.
Well, you got them modded.
I'm not sure what they represent.
Cut himself in half. So
I love that they clarify this. Nothing romantic.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, because that's absolutely it.
Yeah, they just understand.
Because there's a scene where like both of them are very close to each other, and like Dante leans in and she like turns away, and for some reason in the West everyone perceives that scene that he's leaning in for a kiss, but it's not that.
I understand that.
Scum. You're not worthy as my opponent. Now I'm getting motivated. Witness this demon's true power. Hmm?